Okay, you have your VR headset fitted nicely. You have Starfield running over virtual desktop. You'll be sailing the stars in VR any moment. Hey Murray, did you install the virtual reality mod
Sure I
for
did, babe.
Starfield?
It's all up and running.
Hey, did you just call me babe? Anyway, you will have 3 Dove head tracking, full stereoscopy and motion controllers acting as an Xbox controller.
Motion controllers too. But just to set expectations, it's not 6 DOF weapon tracking. It's simply their buttons mapped.
Right? Or you could just play with your regular gamepad.
Yeah, you could go the traditional flat screen gamer route, but it's cool to have the option. And who knows, we may get gestures.
Or even seated with keyboard and mouse.
Or motion track in a future update, but for now it's gamepad or gamepad emulation.
But right now it is some kind of awesome to be able to explore the universe of Starfield in full 3D with the depth and scale dialed in perfectly. It's something else to be able to strap on your VR headset and set off across the galaxy.
In a large open world or PG, it don't get much better than this, babe. It's the exploration of the worlds. That's where this VR mod really shines.
You are goddamn right. Some of these worlds are breathtaking to behold. I count myself very lucky to have experienced this game in VR, and soon all of you will be able to also. It will be released very soon.
So come on, you guys, tag along with VRified Games on this sneak peek at the upcoming mod. Best 10 minutes you'll spend today, guaranteed.
VRified Games.
What's up, Bill? Yeah. And Living Dead Talking Head. Coming to you live with Daigo on VRified Games. How we doing, Daigo?
Yeah, how's it going?
Yeah, it's alright. So come on, what's this we're playing here with the vast expanse of nothingness? Everything is so empty.
Well, yeah, how's it going? Today we're taking a very, very early look at a mod for Starfield.
Oh, Starfield.
That's right, yeah. Today we're taking a look at a VR mod for Starfield by Mutar. Now, it's early days. It hasn't been released just yet. But yeah, it's pretty good so far. So, yeah. What is Starfield? Well, Starfield was Bethesda's next big RPG IP. Okay, they have the Elder Scrolls, they have the Fallout series. So this was supposed to be the third part of that trinity, and it was going to lean heavily into space opera, heavily into sci-fi, all of that. And you know, people's appetites were sufficiently wet. They wanted this game. They were curious what they could do, especially in the wake of The Outer Worlds by Obsidian. Now, a bit of history between those two studios. Obsidian are also known for making huge, expansive role-playing games. And they have, in fact, played with one of Bethesda's IPs in the past, that being Fallout. They made a sequel to Fallout 3 called Fallout New Vegas, which was very, very well received. So they made their own kind of sci-fi, space opera style RPG, and that was called The Outer Worlds. So when Bethesda announced Starfield, you know, people were thinking, oh, well, how is this going to compare to The Outer Worlds? Is it going to be similar? How different is it going to be? All of that. So Starfield was released, and in my opinion, yeah, it was unfinished. But that's hardly surprising.
Oh, what do you mean?
Well, Ed, I kind of have this love-hate relationship when it comes to Bethesda. Let's just say I can see through their bullshit.
Oh?
Now, don't get me wrong, I love the games. I love what they produce. But, and I'm being very honest here, I only love what they produce after the fact.
Oh, what do you mean after the fact?
Well, the games produced on the Creation Engine are very mod-friendly, okay? And it's really the mods that make these games. Like, any VR gamer worth their salt will tell you playing Skyrim VR as was released versus Skyrim VR heavily modded is a completely different experience. The mods make the game, and this is why I kind of look at Bethesda as being kind of shady when it comes to game development. They know this, so they're not afraid to release a game that's like a super buggy mess, that's unfinished, that when it comes to Starfield's case, seemed very empty, very barren. The NPCs had nothing, no personality. I mean, for example, you could shoot at an NPC and they won't react. You know, it's bizarre. But I strongly believe Bethesda knew this and released the game anyway, because they knew modders are going to come along, they're going to apply fixes, they're going to make improvements, and they're going to do that all for free. Then the game will be sold on the back of these mods, and it's a win-win for Bethesda. Now, as I say, it is love-hate, because while I hate the practice that they've employed here, I actually love the fact that it is mod-friendly, and we do get these amazing games down the road. So yes, it is very much a love-hate kind of thing I have with them. So, on to Starfield, Bethesda's sci-fi IP, RP thingy.
Man, that's a whole bunch of letters you just said there.
Yeah. So Starfield gets released, and yes, not unexpected, it is fraught with bugs. There's so many bugs in here you need to fumigate. It's a mess. The NPCs don't seem alive. The AI for them is virtually non-existent. Yes, you have this big, vast galaxy that you could explore, but it seems empty, it seems barren, it seems devoid of life, devoid of variety. Now, okay, through the years since it's released, there have been updates, there have been mods, there have been improvements. And although I compared it to Obsidian's The Outer Worlds earlier on, yeah, that game also had its own issues, but that's a separate video. So that brings us to today, Ed.
Oh, finally.
So, the mod creator Mutar reached out to us and asked if we'd like to take a look at this. Of course, we jumped at the chance, why not? Let's go. We're always excited when a new VR mod comes along. It doesn't matter what the title is, what game it is, does not matter. Once you put VR in there, and yeah, we're immediately interested. Let's take a look at it. Now, as I said before, it's early days. It's literally the first iteration. So what do you get? Well, you do get the game rendered in stereoscopic 3D. You do get trade-off head tracking. However, it is a little buggy. Like if you look too far to the left or too far to the right, the camera will flip on its axis, it will go upside down, it's a whole thing. So I've noticed when playing standing that this is an issue. You cannot turn as you would in real life, or that will mess up the camera. Now you're perfectly fine if you play standing or seated and you're looking ahead and maybe turning your head 180 degrees. Anything more than 180 degrees, the camera's going to spaz out. He's also implemented motion controls, but it's very limited. Don't go in expecting 6 DOF, weapon tracking, anything like that. That's not what's going on here, at least not at this juncture. What you do have is your game controllers emulating an Xbox controller in terms of button presses. There's also some limited gestures for opening menus, changing the viewpoint from first to third person, etc. So quite limited there, but again, this is an early look. Also, when it comes to head tracking, it's 3 DOF only. You do not have 6 DOF, so that means no positional tracking, no room skip. And when it comes to aiming your weapon, it's done by the old reliable head aim system from very early VR titles and Vorpex conversions, for instance, where wherever you look, that's where you aim. Now, you do have the option to change that to what the modder calls full track, which essentially decouples the aim from your view. So now, this is basically built off of Predog's Ori framework. Mutar has come along and he has adapted that for the creation end. Very exciting what that means. So if you open up that mod menu by pressing F11, it's going to look very familiar to you if you've played any of Predog's Ori framework. Straight away, the menu layout is identical, albeit the options are quite limited. So how does it play? Well, it plays like Starfield. But yeah, I will say the 3D is on point. Depth and scale look fantastic. It is a fantastic job he has done with the conversion when it comes to stereoscopy. Very, very cool. The head aim is also very, very natural to use. However, I would like to see this mod get more time in the oven. I would like to see things like the coupled pitch, the implementation of 6 DOF, head tracking, motion controller support down the line would be nice in terms of weapon tracking. But again, we'd be kind of spoiled when it comes to VR mods from Predog Daily, that that's the benchmark now. And yeah, it would be nice to get that in every mod there ever is, but it might not always be possible due to limitations of the engine. Well, it is what it is. If we get it, we get it. Fantastic. If we don't, it will still be a great... Yeah, guys, it's not available just yet to the public. Our release should be coming soon. I don't want to give a time or a date because, no, that's not down to me at all, but this is basically a sneak peek for you guys. Does it improve Starfield? Well, you know how I feel about VR mods, that yes, they do improve games. But is it a little too late in terms of Starfield? I don't know. That's down to you. It does have its own fan base out there, so yeah, we'll see.
So I guess we're going to leave it there, you guys. Like, comment and subscribe. If you have any thoughts, queries, any critiques, put them down below. If indeed there are any games you'd like us to look at VRifying in the future, put those down below and we will presumably get back to you eventually. You can also follow us on TikTok for our adventures over there, which are basically condensed versions of what we do over here. And yeah, follow us on all social medias. All links will be in the descriptions, and yeah, looking forward to seeing you there also. Alright, VRified Games out.
Y'all, listen up. Exclusive deal time. If y'all in the market for a Meta headset, accessory, or game from the store, check out our affiliate links in the description for some money off on those bad boys. Not only will you get a sweet little discount on any of the sales, but we also get a little something, you know what I mean? It'd be much appreciated to help the channel out. Thanks, y'all. Yeah.